welcome. That was like a war cry. I don't even know where that came from. I mean, it was a whispered war cry because I don't want to bother my neighbors, but you felt the vibes of it. Guys, welcome to my channel. This is Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. I am so privileged and honored to be reading your cards for you for this April Sagittarius reading. This is good for Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Check out your other placements if you want a more complete picture of the unique puzzle that is you. Whoa! No cards were flying out for all the other signs. You guys are my last ones today. And Five of Pentacles flew right out. So we're going to honor that. I want to take a moment and call in spirit, call in source energy, call in Sagittarius's guides, calling in the guides of every single member of this chosen collective. It doesn't matter when you're watching this reading, where you're watching this reading. This reading exists in a sacred space that is timeless and spaceless. And your guides knew you would be here when you are here. And so they are joining me now. Welcome. I'm going to call in Sagittarius as Ascended Masters, Angels and Archangels. Welcome to this space. We're looking today for a clarifying picture of the situation that Sag is in April. The most important obstacles that need their attention and awareness. And the guidance, the divine guidance that will help not only pull them through, but help them thrive through, and best align them with their highest selves, their highest path, their highest good. What are the messages for Sagittarius? Okay, Sag. Ooh, doggy. The Emperor. We have the Four of Swords. And I never work with reversals, and this is reversed. Fascinating. Daughter of Pentacles. That's Page of Pentacles. Reversed. And then we have the Five of Pentacles that flew out when I was shuffling. Sag. Really interesting stuff. Sag, you're dealing with some of you are dealing with some literal loss this month. Something that makes you fear whether you have enough or whether you are enough. Others of you, you don't have a physical thing that is actually happening. There is no catalyst that makes you necessarily feel this way. Or let me put it this way, no legitimate catalyst that should make you feel this way. But you are pulled into scarcity mindset. Just the fear of not having enough or not being enough. And that being the first card that flew out, I see this as a big theme for you this month. This is kind of flavoring all of these other cards. So you're really dealing, I think you're battling that scarcity mindset or that evidence of scarcity, which I want to put in quotes, in air quotes, because we all experience loss. We all go through times of lack. the key is seeing those things as temporary, then as a condition of our lives that we cannot change. And we need to be really careful and conscious when we do lose something, or when we go through a real scarcity, not to become attached to that, not to reaffirm that this is what always happens to us, this is who we are, I'm always, I'm never enough, I never have enough. It's really easy to go to that place, because when we are uncomfortable, our mind, we lose our sense of nuance. We lose our ability to see the gray. Things are very black or white when we are uncomfortable. So that could be a major struggle for you this month. Now, many of you are dealing with either you're trying to function within a system. It's like you're trying to play the rules of the game, and you're having a really hard time because you are mentally detaching from the rules of the game. You're mentally detaching from the game, but you still want to win the game. You still want to have enough. You still want to be conquering this physical, mental, spiritual poverty, or scarcity. But it's like your brain is just like, I need a rest so bad. I can't handle this anymore. I can't handle this kind of pressure of functioning within this system, because maybe the system is toxic in some way. Maybe the system is broken in some way. Others of you are just dealing with like the rules of something or someone. Maybe it's the rules of an organization. Maybe it's the rules of someone in your life who's very overbearing, like a kind of masculine paternal energy, who is extremely overbearing. The Punisher, someone who really tests like whether you do things right or wrong, tests your morality, tests your virtue, and makes you derive your worth from whether or not you are doing things right or wrong, whether you are following the rules or disobeying the rules. And that is what you are feeling exhausted from. You can't maintain that. You can't be a rule follower when your brain is just checked out from it. When you're like, I just can't, I am mentally detaching from this. These thoughts are kind of poisonous, and you see yourself as, or at least what you are seeing in yourself is not that you're I think a lot of you are on the cusp of realizing or seeing yourself in a different light. Many of you deal with seeing yourself as someone who is very flawed. We are all flawed, but I want to say many of you are struggling with this particularly right now. Focusing on your flaws, berating yourself when you do something wrong. It's constantly like, I should have done this. I shoulda. And not really, and being way harder on yourself than maybe you are on anyone else in your life. Now, what is threatening that is this is a kind of like new way of thinking. It's a detachment from those kind of thoughts that are threatening to you, and actually recognizing your own purity, recognizing your own innocence, seeing yourself, seeing your inner child when you see you. And it's like you're waking up to the goodness of yourself. That's really sweet, Sag. I see many of you waking up to the goodness of yourself, and you're just being kind to yourself in a way that's like, you shouldn't be punished for this, or this rule is stupid. like that doesn't, you not following this rule doesn't mean that you're bad. And really, like, seeing this lamb of inside yourself, like this innocent, there's enlightenment in that. There's intuition in that. Embracing your inner child. it's embracing this part of yourself that sometimes actually holds the thoughts away from you. It's what suspends them in space. You don't need a shield greater or stronger than just recognizing the purity of your own intentions. If you can be like, my heart is in the right place and I'm trying my best and I want to be gentle and kind to that sweet child that still lives within me. Sometimes that is all it needs to hold, that's all you need to hold these swords off of yourself. Hold these thoughts, hold these negative words, hold these verbal attacks or these beliefs, these criticisms of you away. That sometimes is enough of a mental rest. That's what's rejuvenating, is like mental kindness to yourself. But for whatever reason, Sag, this is in direct opposition with like what you've always done, and maybe like not only with your own system, this could be like your own inner system, like this is the order of things, this is how I have always functioned, like be super critical of myself and call out every wrongdoing and punish myself for it. It also could be a system that you're in, something that has been projected upon you that you have just, unquestioningly accepted. Emperor energy is very much like this is systematic, this is order, this is rules. This is how we do things. This is society. So whether that is those orders just exist within yourself, those rules exist within yourself, or they're around you, you are kind of, it's like you're kind of bucking the system right now simply by changing how you think. Simply by changing how you think of yourself. There is a huge truck backing up and I apologize, but you know what? Let's hear that as an alarm. A big alarm bell going off for you all right now about how important this is. This mental kindness to yourself, the taking a break from the negative thoughts that are pushed upon you by a society, by rules, by order that you have just unquestioningly accepted. Maybe it's time to question the authority of that system, the authority of that society, or where those rules even come from, why they are rules in the first place, because they're really in direct opposition with who you actually really are. Right, truck? Truck agrees. Now, advice. Daughter of Pentacles is in reverse. I have to stop this. Oh my God! Okay, it's starting again. But can we just recognize me just saying I have to stop this? And it stopped. And we're back. So the biggest piece of advice, Daughter of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. It's like saying Earth of Earth. This is really interesting. The fact that this came out reversed. This is a time not to observe your surroundings, Sag, which is very strange. It's like, I think that's strange advice, thinking like, well, I have to be really, if I'm going to be aware, if I'm working on myself in some way, I should be like super aware of my world. But I think the problem is that the world that you are completely submerged in is this Emperor, is the Emperor card. It is this society, it is these rules, it's this order. And that is not what should guide you right now. That only, I think, feeds this scarcity mindset. It only convinces you that you're not enough, that you won't have enough, that you don't have enough. It's almost like really what is needed is a detachment from the physical world. It's to put less value in what you see in the physical world and what you consider valuable in the physical world and what you consider valuable in climbing this ladder, you know, in winning this game that we're all here playing in this 3D reality. This is like saying deground yourself from this reality. There are other realities to ground yourself in, but they won't be as firm as this earth beneath your feet. That doesn't mean they're any less real. There are other... The unseen here is just as important, if not more important, than the seen. The unseen is what I said first, right? Unseen is just as important, if not more important, than the seen. And this really is about connecting. What needs to happen is is for you to connect with the unseen, to be less grounded, less attached to this world, to what you value here, and instead be getting in touch with this inner child who is not visible to anyone else. That inner child is unseen, even to you. But they're there. They are there. And they are a very real and powerful player in your reality. So if there's any place to become more observational, it's in other dimensions. It's in your spiritual dimension. It's in your emotional world. It's in your mental world. And be paying more attention to that. Become more observational about that than observational about the world around you, the rules around you, the doctrine around you. What doctrine comes from within yourself that you would like to begin obeying, maybe in place of the doctrines outside of yourself? I hope this was helpful, Sag. I would love to hear how this looks specifically for you in your life, so feel free to share. Share all the juicy deets with me in the comments below, because I'm nosy. Just kidding, kind of. I care, and I like to connect with you guys. If you want to support me and support this channel, click on the Patreon link below. Consider becoming a patron of mine for just a few dollars a month. I want to be making videos for you guys every single day. I want to be doing readings for you guys every single day. I want you to wake up and be like, I need inspiration for this day. How am I going to make this day magical? I'll start with a tarot reading. Boom, there we go. I want to be waiting in your inbox when you are struggling in the middle of the day and you're like, I need some encouragement. I need to bounce back from this bad news I just had, or this thing I'm dealing with right now. Hey, boom, there I am. So I want to be on call for you guys all the time to help and support you. And I really can't do that without your help and your support. So please consider supporting this work for just a few dollars a month or more. Because higher tiers, there's a lot of opportunities there to have customized readings with me every single month. So at a very discounted price. So check those out too. Like and subscribe. Like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Check out your other placements, the videos for your other placements, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever you haven't watched yet. And share this. Share this with anyone struggling in their lives right now. This is why we do tarot. It is introspective, healing, self-work. And I do this for people who struggle, which is everyone. So please share it with someone who maybe needs some help from an unexpected place right now. I love you so much, Sag. I am rooting for you as always. I hope you have the best April in the history of Aprils, and I will see you next time.